Crew-11 astronauts arrive in Florida before launch to International Space Station. The Crew-11 team has arrived in Florida, setting the stage for a historic journey to the International Space Station. Imagine a sweltering Saturday afternoon in Florida, where four brave souls, cosmonaut Oleg Platonov, NASA astronauts Mike Finke and Zena Cardman, and a JAXA representative, landed at the shuttle landing facility, marking the beginning of their mission. This isn't just another spaceflight. It's a blend of seasoned expertise and first-time adventures. With Cardman stepping into her role as the mission's commander for the first time. She said, "For me, this moment feels like the first step into a dream that's finally becoming real. And it's only the start of a week that promises to get even more exciting as they approach launch on the 31st. But here's where it gets controversial. The decision to send these astronauts on this mission. A day before their arrival, SpaceX, NASA, and international partners held a multi-hour meeting to ensure everything was ready for launch from Kennedy Space Center. They approved the go signal, setting the countdown for liftoff at 12:09 p.m. EDT. Yet the path to that moment wasn't smooth. The Falcon 9 rocket rolled out to the pad over the weekend, followed by a dry dress rehearsal on Monday, a simulated launch without fuel to test its systems. Then came a static burn, where the rocket's 9 Merlin engines roared to life, confirming its health. This mission is a testament to the balance between experience and new beginnings. Platonov, a first-time flyer, joins Finke and Yui, who've flown before but are now part of a new chapter. Finke, the pilot, shared, "This crew is exceptional. I've been on different missions, but this one feels like a homecoming." He's excited to revisit the space station, which he helped build, now in its full maturity. Meanwhile, Yui's story is more complex. She was originally slated for Starliner 1, but was never officially announced due to delays in that program. Now, she's on Crew-11, a decision that sparked debate about the priorities of the Commercial Crew program. And this is the part most people miss, the human side of spaceflight. Yui looks forward to meeting Takeya Onishi, a fellow JAXA astronaut from Crew-10. Their mission is more than just a 6-month stay. It's a chance to witness the ISS's 25th year of continuous human presence. Cardman called it a privilege to join Expedition 73 and be part of such a grand endeavor. But here's the question. Will the next Starliner flight in 2026 be crewed or uncrewed? And what does that mean for the future of space exploration? What do you think? SpaceX Crew-11 launch, July 31st ISS mission. Blast off alert! Don't miss SpaceX's Crew-11 astronaut launch to the ISS on July 31st. Imagine being part of a historic moment in space exploration. On Thursday, July 31st, SpaceX is set to launch its Crew-11 mission to the International Space Station, ISS. And you can witness it all live online. But here's where it gets interesting. The launch time has been carefully coordinated to accommodate a critical ISS reboost maneuver. Let's dive into the details. Launch schedule. Date, Thursday, July 31st. Time, 12:09 p.m. EDT, 16:09 GMT. Location, NASA's Kennedy Space Center, Florida. Historic Launch Complex 39A. Spacecraft, SpaceX Crew Dragon Endeavour atop a Falcon 9 rocket. Mission overview. The Crew-11 mission marks the 11th operational Commercial Crew rotation flight and the 12th human spaceflight under NASA's Commercial Crew program. 4 astronauts from diverse space agencies will embark on a 6-month science mission aboard the ISS. 1. Zena Cardman, NASA. Commander, marine biologist, and first-time space traveler. 2. Mike Finke, NASA. Pilot, veteran of 3 prior missions, overseeing spacecraft operations and navigation. 3. Kimiya Yui, JAXA. Mission specialist, supporting research and station maintenance with 1 previous flight experience. 4. Oleg Platonov, Roscosmos. mission specialist, focusing on scientific experiments and station systems on his first flight. The journey to the ISS. After liftoff, the crew will begin a 39-hour journey to orbit, slightly longer than recent crewed missions. This extended timeline allows for precise orbital alignment between the space station's Harmony module and Crew Dragon Endeavour ahead of docking, schedule 4. Date, Saturday, August 2nd. Time, approximately 3 a.m. EDT, 0700 GMT for docking, followed by hatch opening targeted for 4:45 a.m. EDT, 0845 GMT. Watch the launch live. You have multiple options to catch the Crew-11 launch live online. NASA TV. Free broadcast service, NASA Plus streaming platform, and NASA TV YouTube channel. Starting around 8 a.m. EDT, 1200 GMT. Netflix, Amazon Prime, and social media platforms will also stream the event. SpaceX's live webcast on their @SpaceX account on X, beginning 1 hour before liftoff. Space.com, simulcasting NASA's live stream on our Video from Space YouTube channel, starting at 8 a.m. EDT, 1200 GMT. Also available at the top of this page. Post-launch briefing. NASA will hold a news conference on July 31st at 1:30 p.m. EDT, 1730 GMT, live streamed via NASA TV and NASA Plus. And this is the part most people miss. The Crew-11 launch was rescheduled to accommodate a critical ISS reboost maneuver, highlighting the intricate dance of space missions. What do you think about the complexities of coordinating space traffic? Share your thoughts in the comments. Related stories. Meet the Crew-11 astronauts, the science behind the ISS reboost maneuver. Stay curious, stay informed. Join our space forums to discuss the latest missions, night sky, and more. Have a news tip, correction, or comment? Reach out to us at community@space.com. About the author, Samantha Mathewson, a seasoned space enthusiast with a background in journalism and environmental science. Follow her on Twitter @SamAshley13. NASA's SpaceX Crew-11 launch, everything you need to know. NASA announces coverage for SpaceX Crew-11 launch and docking. Editor's note: this update was revised on July 28, 2025, to reflect the latest participant details for pre-launch and post-launch news conferences. NASA will broadcast live coverage of the upcoming pre-launch and launch activities for the agency's SpaceX Crew-11 mission to the International Space Station. The liftoff is set for 12:09 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, July 31st from Launch Complex 39A at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The targeted docking time is approximately 3 a.m. Saturday, August 2nd. Watch the launch on NASA Plus, https:/+nasa.gov, Netflix, https www.netflix.com/8206548, Amazon Prime, https www.amazon.com, www.amazon.com/video live TV, ref equals ATV HML, live TV, live to the _in24, into 06548, Amazon Prime and other platforms and services to endure. And other platforms and services to endure. And other platforms and services to endure. BA at www.Amazon Prime. BA at www. The mission highlights advancements in space technology and collaboration between NASA and private companies. Media accreditation for in-person coverage has passed. For detailed guidelines, visit the NASA Media Accreditation Policy, https www.nasa.gov/agency-wide media accreditation policy. Questions about accreditation should be emailed to kscmediaaccreditate mail.nasa.gov. Access live video feeds by subscribing to NASA's Media Resources list. Coverage details are available at https www.nasa.gov/ways to watch. Saturday, July 26th, 1 p.m. Crew-11 Arrival Media Event. Participants include Xena Cardman, Commander, Mike Finke, pilot, Kimia Yui, mission specialist, JAXA, and Oleg Platonov, mission specialist, Roscosmos. Live coverage will be on NASA Kennedy's social media. In-person media must be credentialed for this event. Follow @NASA Kennedy on X for updates. Wednesday, July 30th, 5:30 p.m., pre-launch news conference. Key speakers include Ken Bowersox, Associate Administrator, NASA's Space Operations Mission Directorate; Steve Stitch, Manager Commercial Crew Program; Dana Weigel, Manager International Space Station Program; William Gerstenmaier, Vice President, SpaceX; Dmitry Bakanov, Roscosmos Director; and Naoki Nagai, JAXA Program Manager. Live coverage will be on YouTube, https://www.youtube.com/live/VZB37. Media can ask questions in person or via phone. Dial-in details and contact info are available at KSC Newsroom at mail.nasa.gov. Thursday, July 31st, 8 a.m. Launch coverage begins. Coverage starts on NASA Plus, https://plus.nasa.gov/scheduled video 11 launch. Netflix and Amazon Prime. The liftoff occurs at 12:09 p.m. Following the launch, audio-only discussions will be available on YouTube, https://www.youtube.com/live/VZB37. *2playlist.lys equals WXX_AHEEMY Coverage resumes at rendezvous and docking, continuing through hatch opening and welcoming remarks. 1:30 p.m. Post-launch news conference. Participants include Ken Bowersox, Steve Stitch, Dana Weigel, Dmitry Bakanov, Kazuyoshi Kawasaki, and Sarah Walker. Live coverage will be on YouTube, https://www.youtube.com/playlist SENWL6NBTK. Media can ask questions in person or via phone. Limited auditorium space is available for in-person attendance. Contact info is at KSC Newsroom at mail.nasa.gov. Saturday, August 2nd, 1 a.m. Arrival coverage begins. Coverage starts on NASA Plus, https://plus.nasa.gov/scheduled video/NASA SpaceX Crew Arrival Welcome Remarks. Targeted docking occurs at 3 a.m. The hatch opens at 4:45 a.m., followed by a welcome ceremony at 5:30 a.m. All times are estimates and may adjust based on real-time operations. Updates are available at https://www.nasa.gov/blogs/spacestation. Live video coverage prior to launch. NASA will provide a live feed 6 hours before the launch, uninterrupted until the pre-launch broadcast begins on NASA Plus 4 hours prior. Once live, the feed is available at https://youtube.com/KSC Newsroom. NASA website launch coverage. Coverage will begin at 8 a.m. on July 31st, with live streaming and blog updates. On-demand video and photos will be available shortly after liftoff. Questions about countdown coverage should be directed to the Kennedy Newsroom at 321-867-2468. Follow commercial crew updates at https://www.nasa.gov/blogs/commercial-crew or the Crew-11 blog. Attend launch virtually. Public members can register https://NASA SpaceX Crew-11 launch.eventbrite.com (AF) to attend virtually. The virtual guest program includes curated resources, notifications, and a passport stamp. Audio-only coverage. Launch audio will be available on Launch Information Service and Amateur Television Systems VHF radio frequency 146.940 MHz and KSC Amateur Radio Club's UHF radio frequency 444.925 MHz. Listeners in Brevard County will hear the audio. Watch, engage on social media, follow the mission on X, Facebook, and Instagram using hashtag Crew-11 and hashtag NASA Social. Tag accounts like @NASA, @NASA Kennedy, @Space Station, @ISS National Lab. and at SpaceX. Coverage in Spanish, NASA en Español, is available on X, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. For Spanish interviews or coverage, contact Antonia Jaramillo at 321-501-8425 or Mesed Ben Dayan at 256-930-1371. Commercial Crew Program success. NASA's partnership with private industry has delivered safe, reliable, and cost-effective transportation to and from the ISS. This collaboration expands access to low Earth orbit and the ISS for more people, science, and commercial opportunities. For over 25 years, humans have lived and worked aboard the ISS, advancing scientific knowledge and testing technologies for future lunar and Mars exploration. For more info, visit https://www.nasa.gov/commercialcrew.